It can be incredibly hard to take something abstract like corporate values and incorporate them into a video in a way that feels natural. But if you can weave those values authentically through your video, the result will be a product that inspires your team, gives purpose to your brand, and demonstrates what you stand for. Unfortunately, many brands miss the mark and end up with a video that doesn't resonate with their audience or comes off as generic and meaningless. So why should you show your brand values in your video? Firstly, it gives and reinforces your brand identity. Secondly, it captures the attention of customers whose values align with yours. Thirdly, it shows the staff the behaviors that are expected of them to achieve success. And finally, showing your values through video will help you hire the right people who are a good organizational fit. So that all sounds good, but how can you actually incorporate those values without coming across as cheesy or over the top? Step 1, identify your audience and outcome. This is critical as it defines the type of content you'll be putting out, what information is included, and the style you go for. Is it an internal comms video only, like a strategy update? In that case, you'll probably want to go into more detail on those values, expand on why they're so important, and what the company expectations for those values are. Is it a recruitment video? You can show how those values make your organization a great place to work. Step 2, clearly explain how those values affect what you do. Often, this is where brands trip up making their corporate video. They spend a lot of time talking about the values, but don't go into enough detail on how they benefit the brand, the people, and the customers. Or if they do go into more detail, they use a lot of jargon that most tune out. A good way to get around this is to interview staff and team leaders, asking them to explain the company values and what they mean to them. Asking questions around this on camera leads to authentic, genuine responses showing those values in action. Step 3, simplify your message with visuals. If you made it this far into making your corporate video, well done, you're almost there. But there's one more step I recommend to make sure your key messaging is clear and really gets home. Start adding in simple graphics and footage that align with your values. For example, if one of your values is sustainability and a team member is talking about that on camera, show brand footage or imagery that ties in with that. For example, electric vehicles are a great way to do this when talking about sustainability. Also consider adding some graphics, maps, or other animations that also reflect those values. Remember, we want to keep it simple, clear, and easy to follow. So there's 3 steps you can take to start adding your corporate values into your internal and external video content. If that's helpful or you'd like to learn more, book a call with us today.